Let me just start off by saying I am not surprised. For years, we have heard about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade and their relationship and their family and their marriage and the ups and downs and all the shenanigans that go along with them as a couple, right? And so when recent news broke of them potentially going through this divorce, um, I'm not really surprised, especially considering the type of woman that Gabrielle Union is. Now, again, I know that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade prided themselves on having this relationship or marriage that was not that traditional. Um, they wanted to be, I don't know, trailblazers when it came to going outside of the normal boundaries as far as a family is concerned or marriage is concerned, and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, when it comes to our nature as both men and women, it will eventually kick in full throttle, and it's only a matter of time before you get fed up. Okay. I don't care how forward thinking you try to be. I don't care how outside of the box you try to be. There are certain core values, right? Or core attributes or traits that go along with being a man or a woman that you just cannot deny. You cannot try to override. And this, in my opinion, is what we have with Dwayne Wade and Gabby. Now, I know that a lot of you have your suspicions, so to speak, as it pertains to Dwayne Wade and what he is interested in, right? We just going I'm gonna try to leave it over there, okay? But y'all know what y'all be saying about Dwayne Wade, which is why, his son is, or his daughter, I'm sorry, is into a certain type of lifestyle. And so a lot of y'all already are speculating when it comes to Dwayne anyway. But even with all of that, as a man, right, you want to be the one that is the head of your household. You want to be the one that is the leader of your family. And with Gabrielle Union taking on the more masculine role of being the one that is the shot caller, right? Being the one that is more vocal about what's going on and, all of the details and being public with certain things. I'm pretty sure that drove a huge wedge and divide between Gabrielle Union and Dwayne. And we could even see that early on when they first started talking, right? When they first started talking, Dwayne Wade had cheated on her when they were on a break and got another chick pregnant and everything. And so I'm pretty sure, and again, this is not to blame her or victim shame and all of that. I know how y'all like to wag y'all finger. Oh, shame on you. There's no excuse for cheating and this, that, and the third. Okay. I get it. All right. Let's be politically correct for a minute. Right. However, shit. There are certain things about Gabrielle Union's personality that I'm sure would be a major turn off to a man that, again, is wanting to be the leader of his family. And so who knows what type of stubborn, competitive type of energy that Gabrielle was carrying with her, even in the beginning stages of their relationship, right? So when we're hearing all of this new stuff come up to the surface now, it's like, are we really surprised? I mean, for crying out loud, we heard about Gabrielle Union talking about herself as far as, some of her not so ideal characteristics, as far as her being somebody that is overly competitive. She even brought that up in regards to her husband, right? Being somebody that is overly catty and jealous. She brought that up when I believe she was talking to Jada. And what a coincidence, her and Jada looking like they're pretty much going through the same type of ordeal, but we're gonna leave that over there. But for all of these years, what I'm trying to get around to is to say that Gabrielle Union, she had 1,000,005 red flags as far as she is concerned. And so, again, I'm not surprised that they are going through this alleged split. And I'm not surprised that once again, and again, this is not to victim blame or victim shame or fault her or anything of that sort. Okay. If you're not happy in your relationship, then you should seek counseling and try to work that through, therapy, whatever. And if all this fails, you should leave. Okay. Okay. However, okay, when we're hearing about Dwayne cheating on her yet again, we're not surprised. We're not. And this, unfortunately, is what happens when a man is tired of his woman trying to wear the pants, trying to dictate their every move, trying to be the leader, trying to compete. This is what happens. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. See, a lot of women like a Gabrielle Union, they think that because they are beautiful and they are successful, that they'll be able to get away with treating a man whatever kind of way they want to treat him. Right? Oh, I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm a boss chick and I'm beautiful. So whatever I want, you need to give to me. Whatever I demand, you need to just deliver. But again, what I say earlier, when it comes to certain things as it pertains to men and women, but men in this regard, it's innate. And they will start to stray away when they do feel like they have, no respect that they are getting from their woman. And that is not to condone cheating or promote cheating or anything of that sort. But we got to be real. This is what happens when a man is tired of his woman trying to run him. Even when it came to what's Dwayne's son's name? Zaya, whatever. Even when it came to I'm trying to be politically correct, y'all. Y'all help me out. Even when it came to Dwayne Wade's daughter, right? Gabrielle Union was the one in the forefront, like, oh yeah, this is what we need to be out here publicizing. This is what needs to be highlighted. This is what we need to do. Like, she was the one calling out the shots, trying to dictate everything, exploiting everything. And y'all think that didn't have an effect? I'm pretty sure it did. But what happens is, once you are married and settled down and everything, a lot of guys are like, it's cheaper to keep her, especially when he is the one that is the financial breadwinner. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, y'all. I know this is touchy, sticky, and tricky, but it's real talk. While I would be a strong advocate for, leaving if all thus fails, if this woman is not on your program, if you have a problem with her and everything of that sort, just leave her behind. There's no need to do all this cheating and sneaking around. It's just, in my opinion, that's doing too much. That's more draining. You would be better off just, chunking the deuces. But a lot of guys out there, especially when the woman is not financially on your level, or when it comes to the assets and the contribution of the lifestyle and everything, it's like, I might as well just stick this out, because if I go the route of trying to separate and trying to go through these divorce procedures and things of that sort, I'll most likely come out on the losing end of that stick, especially if there are no prenuptial agreements, things of that sort set in motion or set into play to protect that man. And so when you have a guy like Dwayne Wade being out here being accused of cheating on Gabrielle Union and, getting cozied up with other women and everything of that sort, it's probably because in his mind, that's the safest bet or route for me to take. Because if I go any alternative route, more than likely she'll take half of what I got. Let's just be real. That's the way that the system is set up against men. This is why it's very important for men to choose wisely and carefully when it does come to the women that they want to start families with and build with and, marry. Because if she's out of pocket and not on your program and not on the same page as you before you get married, when you actually get married to a chick like Gabrielle Union, it's going to amplify. It's going to be turned up to the third power. So be careful. And again, in my opinion, that's a very miserable existence for a man to be in, to where it's like, damn, I can't leave. And so since I can't leave, I might as well just have my cake on the side. You know what I mean? But enough of my rambling. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Let's get into Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade.
Things just get spicier from this because according to gossip blog Des Moines, things are getting very shaky between Gabrielle and Dwayne right now because Dwayne is being caught cheating on her again. And she is done dealing with this mess. So she is making plans to divorce, allegedly. The site said Dwayne is very close to a woman, not Gabrielle. He was spotted getting very close to her, spoke to her very intimately while I was there for 2 hours. Gabrielle also has some interesting posts on her Instagram. When clarity, truth, and transparency are present, there's only room for evolution. Gabrielle just posted on her Snapchat a pic of her daughter. I'd do anything for her peace. They also said, somebody else messaging me that Dwayne keeps posing with the kids and not with Gabrielle. Gabrielle has only been posting with their daughter and not with their other kids. An insider said they will be like Will and Jada. If they ever separate, they will keep it quiet and live their separate lives, but keep a united front for years if necessary.
Let's pause it right there for a second, because that's actually something that I want to highlight. And again, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Now, a chick like Gabrielle Union is also the type of chick that cares greatly about public image and, public perception and how things look on the surface. She's that type of female, right? Because, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but when they went on this break, which sources are claiming that they never did go on this break, and Dwayne did indeed cheat on her, but we're gonna leave it over there. When the news surfaced and came out that Dwayne had a baby on the way, Gabrielle Union, and this is from close sources, allegedly said that she didn't want to leave her man because she wanted to save face. She cared about how everything looked on paper, how everything looked in the public. And so that's another huge reason why a woman like a Gabrielle Union would want to just hold on to a dead end relationship that she knows is not healthy, that she knows she's not really being loved, and maybe he feels the same way. The reason why they would want to do that is because they care about their image, and Gabrielle Union strikes me as the type of chick that would put a man through absolute hell, right? But she'll never leave him. And instead, she will kind of, and again, I know y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but instead she will kind of force him into a corner or back him into a corner to where he feels like he has no other option but to creep. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gives me that vibe. And so how do we know that that's not something that Dwayne Wade is battling with? Like, damn, like, I Can't leave her. She won't leave me. I'm unhappy. She's unhappy. She's driving me insane. She's always trying to control everything. She's always trying to run everything. I feel powerless in my own marriage. And so before you know it, you're back into a corner to where you feel like your only outlet is to cheat and creep. And again, that's not to condone it or promote it or say that it's okay, but we got to be honest, right? And what did they just say? They said that more than likely Gabrielle Union and Dwayne would have a Will and Jada type of dynamic. And that is because image is everything to a chick like Gabby. Oh no, I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to be ashamed. And so if we got to have a bad marriage for life, like Will and Jada, I'll do that. And do you think that a man is really going to want to, stick that out and do that? No man outside of Will Smith want to do that. Let's be honest. A lot of guys would be like, you know what? Since it's cheaper to keep her and she obviously is not going to leave me, and I'm talking about previously in the past, this was the conclusion that I might as well just, have my cake on the side. But now I believe that Gabrielle Union is probably in this mode of, look, it is what it is now. I built a brand that is solid enough outside of my marriage already. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead and pull the plug on this. And let's not get it twisted, you all. And y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's not get it twisted. A lot of these celebrity married females, right, like the Tia Mowries and everything of that sort, they are scoping out the scene and finding it to be very lucrative to be on this strong, independent boss chick type of energy. To where it's like, oh yeah, I'm graduating from my marriage and I'm done with tolerating this and I'm done with dealing with that. And so for all we know, Gabrielle Union will use this opportunity of separating or divorcing Dwayne as to be the new, woman's empowerment champ. She probably feels secure enough within herself to go ahead and make that leap now. But again, this is what happens when a woman is out here trying to call the shots, run her household before her man, lead her man, teach her man, tell him what to do. This is going to be the consequence. Things are going to surely fall apart. He will seek outside sources. Again, I would encourage you to just leave, but a lot of men don't think like that. They really do feel like it's cheaper to keep her. But let's take it back a little bit and continue. And again, y'all like the video.
Separate lives, but keep a united front for years if necessary. Now, the interesting thing about all this is that fans have noticed that both Gabrielle and Dwayne have stopped wearing their wedding rings, which confirms that the marriage is actually on the rocks. According to an insider, Gabrielle has been speaking to a couple of divorce lawyers and is still trying to figure out the best approach to the divorce. She is trying to avoid as much media fallout and drama as possible, but she knows for a fact that the marriage is over.
Now, did y'all hear that? See, that just proved my point. She's probably wanting to proceed with this separation with as little fallout as possible because she cares about her image. And let's also be clear with this. Gabrielle Union also knows and understands that she's not innocent. She got a lot of work that she needs to do on her damn self. So she can't come out here swinging at Dwayne like, oh, he did this and oh, he did that, because the same way that she can do that, I'm pretty sure that he could do the same thing to her. So I wouldn't be surprised. As a matter of fact, I'm not surprised that she's trying to, separate as quietly as possible. But best believe, once they do separate, if they separate, she will use this as an opportunity to go ahead with the, strong, independent, boss chick, I know my worth type of movement. Let's peep the game and be real. Let's continue.
Because she will not sit back and watch Dwayne humiliate her like this. Well, fans have had a lot to say about this drama and been on these streets talking, saying stuff like, and she was paying half the bills. He a booty bandit anyway. I don't feel sorry for her because she chose this after he had a break baby. I am not surprised. Did Gabrielle think she was the one woman to tame Dwayne? Gabrielle was horrible and disrespectful to Dwayne's first wife. She inserted herself in a marriage that ended in divorce. She was a part of that. It is coming back on her now. And this is Gabrielle's karma coming back to her. She stole Dwayne from his wife. He has an outside baby, which he does support financially, but the little boy is never with them. They act like the child never existed. He is tired of Gabby. When men get tired of a woman, they start cheating.
Oh, oh. Gabrielle Union, let's not get it twisted, baby. And that's what I'm saying. She's not innocent. And I already know they're going to paint this narrative of, oh, he cheated on her and he did her so wrong and he was out here disrespecting her and humiliating her and doing this, that, and the third. Peep the game on Gabby too. And again, I'm not excusing that, but we have to be honest. Gabrielle Union is a cutthroat type of chick. We can just tell. The things that she's admitted to, the things that she's actually done, we can see right through and read what type of woman Gabrielle is. Very competitive, very catty. I'll take your man from you. Hold on. I can do it better than you. So could this be her karma? I don't know. We don't know. Maybe. But the thing that remains true throughout is the fact that Dwayne has not really been that faithful to Gabrielle Union. They have had this sort of back and forth type of relationship dynamic to where, he's trying to get her in alignment and then she's trying to overpower him and dictate everything and call the shots. That is the thing that remains constant. And so when we're hearing about Dwayne Wade being checked out and done with her, and her wanting to call it quits because she's tired of him being checked out and done with her, can't say that we're surprised. Not even slightly. Because again, we know and understand what we're dealing with when it comes to Gabby. Strong, independent boss chick. I'm beautiful. I'm going to always have my way. I'm going to always get my way. I'm going to tell you what to do and you better obey. She's that type. We know. In my opinion. Okay. And after a while of a man having to go through that and deal with that, you get fed up. You do. And I already know a lot of y'all gonna be like, oh my God, but they don't give him no right to do this. They don't give him no right to do that. At the end of the day, can we be honest enough to say this? A man will only do what you allow. Whoopsie. And since Gabrielle Union is the, I gotta win type of chick, and I gotta look good on the gram and for the public type of chick, she put up with it. As a matter of fact, she married him and they were on the rocks from the beginning. So, come on. Let's be honest. When a man feels constantly disrespected, when a man is constantly having to fight for his position within his marriage, things are going to happen, especially when he feels trapped and stuck. Can't leave her because she's going to take half of what I got. That's how a lot of men feel. I disagree, but again, I'm not a man. I'm a woman. It's easy for me to say, just leave her when I don't have, my whole livelihood on the line. It's easy for me to say, oh, a man should just pack up and don't ever cheat. Just that's easy. And so when a man of means at that is in this type of position, Maybe he feels like this is the only way out. This is my only outlet. Now, with Gabrielle filing for divorce or trying to go through the separation now, it still kind of backfired, which is why, again, fellas, I would just strongly advocate for you all to just leave anyway, because at any given moment, she can just pull the plug on you and then still take half of what you got anyway. So you might as well just make the first move. You know what I mean? But hey, that's just my opinion. But nonetheless, this is what happens. When you have a chick out here telling some, nah, you'll never be able to have that power over me. And you'll never be able to say that this is yours. And you'll never be able to boss me around. And no, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's only a matter of time before a man says, you know what? Enough is enough. And he goes outside of you to seek the balance that he needs, to seek the love and the respect and the support that he needs. That's what happens. And a lot of women do not want to hear that, but that's the truth. The truth is, a lot of the times when our men start to stray on us or, do certain things outside of the marriage or the relationship, sometimes it's you. Oh, I know they're going to hate me for this. But y'all know your little bits gotta be real, man. We gotta be real. And because we refuse to be honest with one another, this is why things continuously fall apart. This is why things continuously happen to us, because we refuse to acknowledge our roles. Now, don't get me wrong. You have guys out there that are just trash. It doesn't matter if you bend it over backwards for him, pop it on the handstand, cook 5 times a week, and then, pay for dinner on the weekends. It don't matter what the hell you do. Right? A lot of y'all say, well, Beyonce still got cheated on. Look, some men just trash. Now, to that argument, though, just to be a little bit, of a devil's advocate, we don't know what Beyonce was doing to Jay-Z to make him do all. But we gonna shut up, because I'm already under y'all skin, so I'm gonna just shut up. But nonetheless, you could be a big part of the reason. And a lot of us refuse to acknowledge the fact that, damn, like, it's me. I pushed my man away. I was the one that was emasculating him. I was the one that was trying to dictate everything and be the one that is controlling and powerful. I was the one that did that. And I'm sorry, but Gabrielle Union strikes me as the type of chick that would overlook her role and just say, no, it was all him. It was his fault. And that's what happens. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's take a poll, you all. Okay. And y'all like the video, share the video and subscribe. And this is not to say that I condone creeping on your lady and cheating on your lady and stuff of that sort. But I know I got a lot of my brothers in the building right now, so I'm going to ask them directly. Okay. Fellas, have you ever been in a relationship, in a marriage, to where you actively try to work through all of the issues, work through all of the problems, right? Get everything sorted out. And then you're a woman, she still refused to do the work. She still refused to, contribute to the relationship, to make things right between you all while you were doing everything, you were giving your all. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you've been down that road and down that route. And let's say you thought about creeping and cheating or you actually did. Put a 2. Put a 3 in the chat if it's like, nah, never happened to me. I just left her. I didn't even do all the cheating and creeping. I just left. And then put a 1 if it don't apply to you at all. But I would bet a lot of guys have been through a similar situation to where it's like, look, I'm giving my all. I'm doing everything. I know that the relationship or the marriage is on the rocks, but I'm still going to try to make this work. I'm still going to try to work this out with my woman because I love her. And no matter how much accountability that you took on your end, No matter how much of the load that you carried on your end trying to make things work and make things right, she just refused to accept or acknowledge her role and what she needed to do. And it was always your fault. It was never her. A lot of the times that happens. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I've known a lot of great guys out there to where they went to therapy, they went to counseling, they're doing their part as far as trying to make things work with their woman, and their woman just still is stuck in her ways, stubborn. She feels like she's not the problem at all, and it's all on you, it's all your fault. And even when you do acknowledge your faults and flaws, she doesn't acknowledge that. She doesn't appreciate that. She doesn't even see that, okay, well, he is taking accountability and he is trying. She don't even see it. It's like, yeah, it's your fault. Like, she just tripled down on everything. A lot of guys have gone through that. And I'm going to be honest. They creeped on their woman. Because it's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. So I might as well do. And again, I already know. Oh, you're making it okay. You're condoning it. No, I'm not saying that, but I do understand that. And the sooner that we realize our roles and things, and we take more responsibility for the ways that our relationships crumble, I mean, what do you expect to happen? The sooner we take responsibility and accountability, the better off we will be. But until then, it's just not going to work. And before you know it, your man is not even your man. Your man is everybody's man. Your man out here with a whole girlfriend and he's married. But when a man is fed up and he feels like his hands are tied, this is what happens. But anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Again, did you go through something similar? What happened with your situation? What's some advice you can get to people that may be going through the same thing? Y'all let us know, okay? But again, y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe. Ladies, do not be like Gabrielle Union to where you're trying to dictate everything and boss everybody around and compete with your man and compete with other women. Like, just don't do this, because this could be the result. And this is tragic, okay? This is just, it's not what you want. But again, I love y'all. I support y'all. I respect y'all. And I'll see you all in our next dope discussion. Much love and peace to my crown head.